The fuck is that bullshit?
I have to consent now, apparently.
That's annoying. Dee-dee!
Whoop.
Whoop! Is that all you're gonna contribute?
Hey,
Is a
what's
whoop?
up? Can I
Is,
get a whoop whoop?
no.
Something, something, something.
Wow.
I don't know
This
the rest
is
of that. I don't know the rest
this,
of that song.
this is the you don't know the rest of our theme song. Good
I think
job. Welcome to the show where mediocrity is the roof, baby. The roof. The roof. The roof is on. Ah! No. Wow. This is that show. Jasmine, you take the wheel. I told you last week when we were trying to pick a date to do this that I would be coming off a midnight shift and I'd be tired. And so, therefore, the onus of whether or not this episode does good falls on you, and I'm A-okay with that.
That is rude.
Is it? Doesn't sound like
Yeah.
it's rude.
We both have our things that we do on the show. It's not just one person.
Disagree. I disagree.
What?
It's usually all me. Duh.
I provide the facts
You're here
on the
sometimes.
show. Thank you. I provide the facts on the show, so I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
provide the entertainment, and you provide the ability to fall asleep. Folks, welcome to Jawsbreakers.
Hey, hi, how are ya?
Hey, hi. That's that one's Jasmine over there.
Or Meteor Doll, what's up?
Okay, and I guess I'll introduce myself. Thanks, Jasmine. My name's Brett. This is the Scary Funny Shark Show where we watch shark movies with you on Twitch, and then we do a podcast about it, and we talk about shit. So, Jasmine, this movie that we watched this time is a movie.
It's Megashark versus Crocosaurus.
That one, and yes. It's not that I just forgot at this moment in a moment of old age as my brain drifts away into nothingness like a Thanos snap in the wind, baby.
But yeah, Megashark versus Crocosaurus
You're a Crocosaurus.
is a sequel to another
good.
Megashark movie. This is actually number 2 in a series of 4.
Well, the first one is not available on Twitch, so we skipped it.
No, but this is a second movie. So this movie started off with one of the main characters, Jaleel White, talking about, well, it's come back. It's Megashark is back. It's because of me that he's out and about or something. Right?
Sure.
He does. He goes on about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm agreeing with you. What do you want from me?
I don't know. But I guess I'll just state some of the facts about the movie, as I always do on this show. So you all can, if you're interested,
do that. I know not as the thing that you do. What?
In the butt?
This is that content where that everybody loves, where the hosts just talk over each other and then neither of us know what the other one said.
Okie dokie.
And then neither of us say anything in an awkward silence and don't progress the show forward because we're professionals.
We're super cool. Megashark versus Crocosaurus, Brett.
I think it's mostly that we want to make people laugh and bog people less down with professionalism because you want to be professional. That's boring.
Yeah, who needs that?
I know.
But this movie, Brett, did you know this was a rated R movie?
I knew it was a movie. I absolutely knew this was a movie.
Did you know it was a rated R movie?
Rated R for really, because there really wasn't anything that bad. There's nothing that I can think of. I mean it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie, but there was nothing in it that says rated R to me. There was no nudity. There was no cursing. There was no gore.
Not really, but the internet says that this was a rated R movie.
It can't
Came out
be.
and it came out 2010. This movie was about an hour and 28 minutes long. I don't know if it needed to be that long, to be honest.
I mean, most of these movies we watch don't need to be even an hour long.
But for what this movie was, they had a huge budget, so there were a lot of cool, fun little
Really?
effects.
You're kidding.
Yeah, yeah. You want to know how much the budget was?
Let me
Can you
guess.
take a guess?
Was it in the realm of?
Don't look it up.
I'm thinking $100,000.
You just looked it up.
I absolutely did not, and I challenge you to prove me otherwise.
I see the screen. Like I saw the screen change lighting on your face.
What are
You totally
talking
just looked it
about?
up.
I absolutely did
Mm.
not. Go ahead, ask me who directed it and who's starring and who did the cinematography and the music.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, Brad? Take over. Go ahead. Take over my facts. Go ahead.
Facts. This is a movie. Fact number 2. It's in English. Fact number 3. Most of that $100,000 was used for snacks. Jaleel White prefers Snickers and Twix, but only the left Twix. All the right Twix got thrown in the trash. So that was most of the $100,000.
I bet you it cost a lot of money to get Jaleel White to come into this movie.
Do you think so?
I mean, he's the only star name that I recognize in the whole cast that they have.
Name one thing that he was in since Family Matters.
He was actually, I know that he's been in other movies and stuff. Like he's been in other things, but I wouldn't be able to tell you.
That I was going to say, that's my point, is name one thing he's been in since Family Matters, and you can't do it. And that's no shade to him. He was definitely the best actor in this movie by a long shot. But
what?
Yes, absolutely he was. And I'll say he did.
The lady, the special agent.
Yeah, he was better than her.
I thought she was better.
Everyone in this movie, so the acting wasn't noticeably bad. Jaleel had a few moments that were really eye-rolling and really didn't make any sense. I think the Australian guy or whatever he was
Nigel.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Nigel was absolutely his character was supposed to be this bad boy type.
I want to take back what I just said. He's not terrible. I feel like everybody in this movie did exactly what was asked of them. Whatever the director or the writer put in front of them, they did it. And that's what I feel like this movie was. I don't feel like any performance was weak. I feel like the material was weak. And I mean, who writes the shit? I mean, I could write a better movie than this.
Some of the things that the Australian character
and I am writing a better movie than this.
Jaleel White, Dr. Terry, was very. I just couldn't believe it. There were some racial things that they said, and I just couldn't believe that they had went there. We both went, what? Because I feel like in real life you would probably get socked in the face, mega hard.
4? Can you repeat that? Any of it?
Do you not remember the Australian guy remarking about how he was more of a based on his skin tone?
No, I don't remember this at all. What are you talking about?
South America. He was talking about Africa, the incident there, and he was like, I'm more of a yada yada than you are, and it had to do with the skin tone, and it was just inappropriate.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember that at all.
Well, I remember that moment, and I was just like, I can't believe he said that. And he also said some things about Dr. Terry's wife that passed that I couldn't believe. I mean, I'm guessing he was supposed to play this bad guy, but towards the end of the movie, apparently they were like brother in arms and they were all friends, and I was like, why would you want to be friends with that guy? He was talking about having sex with your wife who passed away. Do you not remember any of this?
Yeah, I do remember that, but how he would not have known that his wife passed away at that point.
I can't believe you can't remember some of the racial stuff that he said.
No, I don't remember, Jasmine. It was like that's the problem with recording a week after you see the movie, especially a bad movie, and you've watched a bunch of stuff since then. So like it's kind of like been erased from the memory, and like we should record this like while it's fresh in our mind, but we don't because Jasmine doesn't want to. So
I work from 10 to 7, and then you have a weird you change shifts too, so you also work past from when I get off work, and I don't have time to do it on my lunch break.
I could have done it on Monday.
We were doing stuff on Monday.
You were? I was off.
I was with our mom doing stuff.
Likely story. Mother ruins the show yet again, just like all our other shows.
No, Mom makes the show great. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, Jasmine, move this boat along. What's next?
What's next would be the ratings, which is what I can't believe. Google users, again, shocking me with a 60% of them like this movie.
That can't be true. I know IMDb, it has like a 1 star, and
IMDb has a 2.4 out of 10. Something called Voodoo gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It got 20% Rotten Tomatoes.
What did Dread Central give it?
I don't know.
That's the important one. Look that up.
But
Look
Google
that up.
says
Look it up, Jasmine. Look it up. Look it up,
what?
Jasmine. Look it up.
What?
Look it up, Jasmine. Look it up.
What
Look it up, Jasmine. Look it up.
What am I looking up?
What did I tell you?
Dread something.
Dread Central.
Review Mega.
Dread Central is the like home of our friend pod, Kim and Ket Stay Alive Maybe, and their new show, Kim and Ket Survive the Cellar. I wish that title was Kim and Ket Survive the Cellar, perhaps.
I'm looking at their review now, but I don't see like a flat out.
Dread Central gave the film a scathing review, giving it a score of 1 Megashark out of 5. Whoa.
I would give it 1 Megashark too.
Craposaurus.
I wouldn't watch it again.
I wouldn't watch it again either, but guess what? There's a whole bunch of them that we're going to have to watch eventually.
Yeah, I know, but maybe the other ones will be better.
Do you really believe that? You really putting that hope in the air?
Yeah. But hey, the movie had a budget of $100,000 and they ended up making
I knew that.
$500,000 around.
I mean, they made their money back, so
yeah, at least they made their money back. I mean, the whole picture, I felt like we were missing things because we didn't see the first Megashark movie.
I wouldn't say we were missing things. They would say things that clearly you're like, oh, that must have happened in the last movie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, oh, I wish I had seen that last movie. No, I never thought that for a second.
True.
So Jasmine,
I would agree with the ratings. I wouldn't give it a very high rating. I mean, at least they made their money back. They basically had the same 3 people throughout the whole movie.
I will tell you that I think the secret agent was my favorite character, just because she was
also my favorite.
A very dry, tough lady character that I enjoyed. But yeah, other than that,
I like a strong female lead.
I always do. But she wasn't
funny,
Oh, did you just fart? For the audio listener, Jasmine just farted.
I was trying to say...
She blew out her back with the enormous amount of gas bubble coming through her abdomen.
What I was trying to say was there was a scene...
You got some brown on the back of your seat
that
there.
Just made me laugh. There was a scene that made me laugh where she, their helicopter crash landed. And she was obviously hurt, but she, there was no indication that she was dying. And, the cops were like, we just have to leave her. And Jalil was like, my wife! My wife! And he's like, and Nigel's like, that's not your wife. We have to leave her. She's done.
Yeah, Jalil just had it was a very random, psychological breaking moment, which I mean, people grieve in different ways, but and clearly he was meant to be triggered, and but we weren't given any sort of like flashbacks of his of his dead wife, nor were we given the indication that he was grieving since she died at the beginning of the movie. Like
Literally, the special agent came and was like, "You're gonna help us stop this shark, and you're gonna do it for free." And he was
well,
like,
here's the
"Yeah."
thing. He agrees to do it. He says, I'll help you. And she goes, you're gonna do it for free. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? Like, no fucking way are you getting me to do jack shit for free.
And oh, do you remember his little sonar thing that was basically just a bird cage?
It was literally no, it was a bird feeder.
Bird feeder.
It's a type of bird feeder that has like a cage around it. Actually, I have one right here. If you look at my camera, if you're on the YouTube channel, I'm turning it around. You can see it out the window. See it?
I see it.
So it's something like that. It has the cage around it to keep squirrels out, but it's just a bird feeder that they shove some stuff into, and yeah, that's what it is.
It was there were some scenes, another scene where they were like, we can't make the volcano explode. Everyone needs to stop what they're doing. And then again, they're just counterintuitive, and they just go and they blow up the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
I remember.
They were on a rowboat. Him and Nigel were on a rowboat, and they're like, we gotta kill this shark with the volcano, even though like 10 minutes ago they were like, what are you doing? We can't do that. You know how many people would die.
I wonder if there's a shark movie that's like a volcano shark, and I wonder if it's called Sharkano.
That would be cool. I would watch that. Though I will be watching multiple.
There is a University of Rhode Island short called documentary called The Totally True Story of the Sharkano. Sharkano on Vimeo.
Is it so it's a documentary?
No, wait. Vivica A. Fox, Brian Austin Green, and Charles Grodin. Sharkano, an underwater volcano, would have made too much sense. It's an on land volcano. Now that's a funny joke. There's a joke on the cover that says an underwater volcano would have made too much sense, and instead has sharks shooting out of the top of a land-based volcano.
So
Bravo!
I'm guessing we're adding another shark movie to our list of movies to watch.
Potentially, if it's on Twitch, which it probably isn't.
Sorry about the Twitch watch parties for this past stream. Twitch parties hates us, and every single time we use it, it never wants to work properly. So sorry about that. Brett.
Jasmine, there's one called Shark Tear Shower, like meteor, but shark deer.
Oh.
Shark deer shower, and they're falling from space. And it says, don't forget your umbrella.
Perfect.
Is it though?
I mean, I am Meteor Doll, so
Shark.
Yeah.
This is called Shark ... Draught. There's no water, but there are sharks. Oh, fuck it. That's what it says.
We got the new member of the Jawsbreakers fam, my wonderful shark plush here. Check him out. I think he's a goblin shark. Look at that face.
He is not a goblin shark.
I mean, he's got this weird nose.
I thought you were gonna say maybe Chris Logan, because we need to thank the people that joined us for the watch party.
I was gonna get to that.
So thank you. Maybe Chris Logan, Stephanie Lexi, Mom Shark, Rarson, Uncustomary Housewife, Clation, and Jake's Twitch channel. So shout outs to y'all. You guys are awesome. Yeah, Jasmine, we need to rank this movie. Now, last time we did an episode, I had mentioned that we did Empire of the Sharks, and I mentioned that I lost the master list of all of our shark movie ranking, or tier list, as it were, because we're on a quest to rate every single movie and have the definitive, comprehensive list of shark movies and their ranking.
Exactly. And you found that, and you found the list.
you found the list technically on the podcast, but I found the parameters in which we rate. So I'm going to say the list now, and then we need to add Empire of the Sharks and Megashark versus Crocosaurus to it. So starting at number 7 is Ice Sharks. Number 6, Planet of the Sharks. Number 5, Santa Jaws. Number 4, Ouija Shark. Number 3, House Shark. Number 2, The Reef. And number 1, 47 meters down, Uncaged. So Jasmine, let's go ahead and start with Megashark versus Crocosaurus, and we'll work backwards here since it's fresh in the mind. So
we gotta do the fins, though. We gotta do the fins. Give me them fins.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We talk about how many fins we give it out of 5.
No, we don't.
Yes, we say, how corny was this movie? How gory was this movie?
It's the eye roll meter, which is how corny it is. Brutality, which is quality and quantity of kills, and gore. Cheese factor, how cheesy is it, whether that's for good or bad. It's subjective. And then we give it an overall rating.
Also, can we talk about the shark and the Crocosaurus real quick? We haven't really talked about it.
Sure, we haven't.
What did you think that they looked real at all?
No, of course not. They were budget CGI.
But were they bad budget CGI?
Yes, they were bad budget CGI, and also like
I think the Crocosaurus was fine.
I think Crocosaurus and Megashark were the least of this movie's problems. I think this movie's problems was it tried too much to have a human narrative to it. The reason why Jaws is so good is because they made the shark a genuine villain character, whereas this is mostly a bunch of people flying around in a helicopter chasing a shark that we don't get to see enough of. And when we do see it, there's hardly any. It's like the same animations over and over again. Like the Megashark and the Crocosaurus spun around in a 69 yin yang like 20 times during the movie. Like instead of blowing the budget on casting, which again wasn't terrible, they should have broke the budget on effects and focused on the shark. The Meg spared no expense on making the shark great. Had you made all those actors, which were not budget actors, I will say that. If you had made all those budget actors, that movie would probably still be just as good or just as good or bad, depending on how you see it. Because the action scenes and the shark itself, which is the subject of the movie, are good. That movie sucks because, someday we'll get into it. I don't want to get into it right now.
I agree. There wasn't enough shark. There wasn't enough Crocosaurus.
Right. For a shark. If this movie was called
ranked fights, is what I wanted to see.
If this movie was called Jaleel White Hunts Sharks, fair enough. But it's called Megashark versus Crocosaurus, and we are not given really enough of either of these things. That's like a Godzilla movie where Godzilla's in it for like 10 minutes. Seriously, why did I watch this?
I had expected a Godzilla.
I'm looking at you, Godzilla anime Netflix movie. What the fuck are you? What, Jasmine?
I was saying that I agree. I was expecting like these huge battles with Megashark and Crocosaurus, but you really don't get that in that movie. And I'm wondering if that's how it's going to be for the rest of these movies. And if it is, I'm going to be disappointed.
I wonder if Jaleel White's in the rest of them, but I guess we won't know until we get to them. So Jasmine, we got to put the rating on the rating scale. We're not looking it up now. No, let it be a surprise for the next movie. Do not dare look it up.
I wasn't. I'm just saying we already know that he's in 2 out of the 4 Megashark movies.
Remember, we don't know if he's in the ones after this.
No, but he's in half of them.
Jasmine, eye roll meter. How much did this movie make you roll your eyes?
40%.
What is that? 40? What are we? Are we doing percentages now? Why do you hate me?
I would give it like a 2 or a 3.
No, 40%. There you go. Jasmine, the cheesy factor. The whole cheesy factor.
I would give it a 2. It wasn't really.
Oh, we're in whole numbers, are we now? Okay. What about brutality? Are you going to give me like a decimal?
I give it a 0.5.
0.5. 0.5 out of what?
5. We do this out of 5.
You know what? You're right. So I'm gonna go brutality. I'm gonna say 0. This movie was not brutal at all.
No.
Well, I guess technically it has to be a little bit because like the wife technically died and there's like a pool of blood around her.
And like a lot of
I
people
guess.
were getting murdered while Crocosaurus was like going through the city.
Oh, you know what? That poor fisherman that got like chomped up by the Crocosaurus. But it was really, yeah, okay. I'll give it a 0.5 as well. So that averages out to 0.5. That might be our lowest yet.
There was no cheese to this movie. I don't really.
I thought this movie was incredibly cheesy.
But when I think of cheesy, I think of House Shark. I think this wasn't like supposed to be cheesy. It was supposed to be an
cheesy equates it's subjective, but cheesy to me is like that's clearly a man in a suit. That's clearly bad CGI. That's clearly a bird feeder that they've co-opted to use as a shark scanner. Like stuff like that to me is cheesy, and this movie had some. So
That's true.
I
don't think they meant to make it that way.
But I think you're right. I think out of 5, I would give it also a 2. And then eye roll meter. I
would give it a like a 3.5.
I didn't really roll my eyes
that
much.
Came out of the Australian man's mouth.
Okay, you know what?
Not
just for him. Just for him, I'm gonna say a 4. I have to.
Yeah, like literally,
so,
like
40%.
He's the worst part of the movie. The worst part of the movie. I hated it. I hated his character.
So Jasmine, you basically gave it a 2 because that's what 40% of 5 is, kinda.
Okay.
So that evens out to a 3 in cheesy or in eye rolls. So Jasmine, where is this gonna? So for eye rolling, we gave it a 3. Cheesiness, we gave it a 2, and brutality, we gave it a 0.5. So this equates out to. Hang on, Jasmine, you say something while I do math.
Math expert, the math king, BREAKERstreams himself.
What are you talking about?
You're breaking down the numbers. You're smarter than me. I wouldn't even know how to do that. So kudos to you.
If you say so.
Yeah, guys, would I suggest watching this movie? No. I mean, if you want to just like watch all 4 just to say you watched all of the Megashark movies, then sure. But is it gonna be a waste of your time? Yes.
The overall score for this movie is a whopping 1.25.
Hey.
So where do we put?
I had higher expectations for this movie.
You did? I didn't.
I come into these movies thinking that I'm going to enjoy them at least a little bit, and I don't enjoy them. It's so frustrating.
Where is this going on the list, Jasmine?
What are the last 3?
Santa Jaws, Planet of the Sharks, and Ice Sharks in that order.
I would put it second to last.
Coincidentally, I was going to say I would put this above Ice Sharks, but below Planet of the Sharks. So it's unanimous. We're pretty much straight across the board with this one.
Hey, speaking of, are you ready for your quiz?
No, I'm not, because we have one more movie to rate, Jasmine. We have to do
yeah?
Empire of the Sharks, remember? What we didn't do last week.
Yeah. I guess.
Jasmine,
yeah.
eye roll meter on Empire of the Sharks. Do you remember what it was about? Go back and listen to that episode, y'all, if you've forgotten. But Empire of the Sharks. The guy is controlling sharks with the power glove. As you'll recall.
Has no empire buildings. Nothing like that
chick,
even in the movie.
To be fair, the Empire State Building is not the originator of the word empire. So
yeah,
that was a misconception that was your own fault.
I think I would put this movie above.
What? No, we got to do eye roll meter, brutality, and cheese factor. So if you want to power through it, we could power through it. Quit jumping the fucking shark, Jasmine. I know this is a shark goddamn podcast, but you're killing me here.
That's the point. That's one of the things that sharks do.
What do you rate this movie?
Okay, cheese.
God, I have to like pry it out of your goddamn mouth with a crowbar.
Don't gotta be mean about it. Cheese factor. Cheese factor, I would give this a 4.
Okay, eye roll.
Eye roll, maybe like a 2.5. Then brutality, I mean, the scenes where she used her mind to like kill people was pretty brutal. So I would give that like a 3.5.
All right, Jasmine, the overall scores for this, because I wrote mine down ahead of the time that you did yours. I gave it a 3 for eye roll, a 4 for cheesy, and a 3 for brutality, which averages out to 2.75 eye roll, 4 for cheesy, and a 3.25 brutality. We're gonna have to stop using decimals because it makes math too fucking hard. It does.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just I feel like I can't give them like the 3.
You're gonna have to start.
I can't compromise on that 0.5 because they really
that equals out to a 3.5, and now overall 3.5. So now we have to rank it in our list. I think this was better than Planet of the Sharks.
Really?
Yes, Empire was better than Planet of the Sharks.
They were so similar, though.
I think it was better than Santa Jaws. They were very similar, but it was better done. I thought the acting was a little better. I thought the overall plot was a little better for their.
But I hated that guy. I hated the main character again. I hated him.
Well, then they equal each other out if you hated both main characters. I would put it under Ouija Shark and above Santa Shark, I think. That's where I'm looking at on the list.
I would put it either above Santa Shark or after Santa Shark.
Well, which is it? Because I got it above Santa Shark personally. So which is it? Is it above or below for you?
Well, I don't know if I like Planet Shark.
Do you like Santa Jaws better than Empire of the Sharks?
Yes.
Then for you, Empire of the Sharks is below, and for me, it's above Santa Jaws. So we need to really, yet again, Santa Jaws has caused a division between us. God, that's like the ultimate middle of that. It perfectly belongs in the middle of this list. Santa Jaws is because it's always a problem for.
It's so very like it's like so like itself. There's nothing like it.
Santa Jaws is the most brilliant of shark movies, executed the most poorly of shark movies because the cast is terrible and just the cinematography is terrible and the location is terrible.
But Christmas Shark.
If it was in Maine, like on an ocean bay in cold, snowy weather, that fits the theme of Santa Jaws more than Louisiana bayou burning your balls off in the humidity at a pier somewhere.
I prefer the idea of a Christmas shark versus mind-controlled sharks, though.
For the sake of just moving on, I'm willing to not fight over this, and I will drop it down. So your definitive list as of this episode: number 1, 47 meters down uncaged. Number 2, the reef. Number 3, house shark. Number 4, Ouija shark. Number 5, Santa Jaws. Number 6, Empire of the Sharks. Number 7, Planet of the Sharks. Number 8, Megashark versus Crocosaurus. And number 9, Ice Sharks. That is your definitive, comprehensive list of Shark tier movies. And no other list will ever matter as much as this one.
Exactly.
Do we honestly think anything is going to unseat 47 meters down?
Not unless a new shark movie comes out.
Not unless a new 47 meters down comes out?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, man.
But we do know that the first 47 is the first 47 meters down better than the second one.
Oh, 100%.
Agreed.
I
So
think
if
it's
we
I
could
think it's the best shark movie.
if
And
we could
right next
watch
to
47
Jaws.
meters down, it would beat the other 47 meters down.
Like if you wanted to include like Jaws on this list and 47 meters down, they would be 1 and 2 to me.
Yeah.
But they're not on this list, and they probably never will be because they're not available on Twitch. So unless we can find another way to watch them on the show, and we probably will someday in some capacity somehow. So
Maybe one day. But Brett, are you ready?
I'm ready to watch a. Oh no, we got to do your quiz. Then we got to watch the trailer for the next one, and yeah, go, move, go.
All right. So we already answered this one, but I want to know if you were remembering. How many Megashark movies are there?
4.
Okay. Can you name, on the top of your head, each Megashark movie?
Yes, Megashark versus Giant Octopus. Megashark versus Crocosaurus. Megashark versus Terracuda. And Megashark versus Megashark.
You're so close.
Oh, was that close?
Yes, you got the Barracuda thing wrong. It's actually Megashark versus Colossus.
No.
The internet has stated that there are only 4 Megashark movies: Megashark versus Giant Octopus, Megashark versus Mech Shark.
Oh, you know
Megashark
what?
versus Crocosaurus, and Megashark versus Colossus.
You know what? Sharktopus versus Terracuda is what I was thinking of. That's where I got confused.
You almost got them all. And we're going to be watching most of them.
All right, keep going.
Okay, Brett, this one's an easy one. We talked about this. What sounds do crocodiles make?
What does the croc say? I
don't think that's what that sounds like.
That's technically not totally incorrect because little baby crocs go, they chirp, they go.
That is the correct answer.
And then mama crocs and daddy crocs go like, they grumble. They're like.
Just like sharks, right? Sharks growl just like that?
No, sharks in movies roar like lions, but sharks in the ocean make no sounds, which is even scarier.
Okay, Brett.
Funny tidbit, Tyrannosaurus Rex did not roar like a goddamn demon beast from hell. It probably, modern science says it probably just hissed and was probably quiet most of the time. So imagine that. That's even scarier to me. No, just being silent.
And then well, they can't really be silent. They got a lot of weight. They'd be making thumping sounds.
Do you think that they're hunters? What are you talking about? Do you think that they're not equipped to be able to sneak through the woods?
I've never seen that dinosaur being depicted sneaking for its prey.
You don't watch enough dinosaur documentaries or listen to enough dinosaur podcasts.
I don't.
Because how do you think they ate? Do you think they rolled up to a McDonald's and was like, "Hey, can you have some food, please"? No, they had to be sneaky sometimes.
Okay, Brett. What was the name of the submarine that picked up the Crocosaurus eggs? Do you remember it?
Can you repeat that one more time?
What was the name of the submarine that picked up the Crocosaurus eggs? There were multiple submarines in this movie.
It was the USS. Did I do that? I don't know.
It was called the Argonaut.
Oh, yeah.
There's also some submarine called the USS Reliant and a bunch of other things that nobody cares about. Brett.
Jasmine, is there a real USS Argonaut? Did you look that up?
No, I did not.
See, that's where our quiz is different because I would have looked it up and been like, the real USS Argonaut is a Juggernaut class war vessel that was commissioned in 1977. Speaking of 1977, in 1977, someone had their toe nibbled in a public pool in Louisiana in October of that year. What was that person's name, and who did they later become to be when they were a lifeguard in Malibu?
And that is where we are different. Brett, what was the best joke made during our stream?
Oh, that's easy from maybe Chris Logan. Oh, shoot. What did he say? The fisherman got eaten by the Crocosaurus. And I think he said, should have wore Crocs. Was that it?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
that was correct.
That was a gem.
Okay, Brett.
I should have, and you know what? I should have told Chris Logan that joke was a crock of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brett, we have one more question. This is the last one before we.
Okay.
This is either going to be easy or you're not going to know it. How big is the Crocosaurus? How long? How many feet?
Feet? I thought he said it was I thought he said it was like 30 meters. So 90 feet?
That is incorrect.
Because the babies he said were 10 meters.
That is incorrect.
Or maybe he said they were 10 feet. I don't remember.
The Crocosaurus is actually 1,500 feet.
Well, isn't that cute? But it's wrong.
How many meters is that, Brett?
I
think it's 400 and something meters.
Yeah, you're asking me to do math. I'm not doing math.
It's 400 and something meters, guys.
You're an insane person.
All of our movies, imagine going 400 and something
Dragons?
down into the earth.
Jasmine, we have to watch a movie trailer.
We do.
We do, and I'm making it very small on the screen because we've been getting in trouble for these. So, React videos exist. I wonder if they have the same problem we do, like when we watch movie trailers, because other people have reaction videos all the time to different things, like music videos and movie trailers all the time. And I wonder if they're also getting DMCA'd nonstop. So, in an effort to combat that, we're gonna make it small. Is it small on your screen?
Yes.
Okay, so in an effort to fix that, we're going to make it small on our screen and we're going to pause it occasionally, so hopefully we don't get DMCA'd. But this is the next movie we're going to watch. If you're watching on YouTube, check it out. Watch it along with us. If not, enjoy the sounds of Five-Headed Shark Attack.
Did you share the...
Yes! Good old The Asylum.
I cannot hear the sound.
How?
You didn't... Did you share the sound?
Yes! For the love of God!
Love you, bro beans.
Uh-huh. You're a permanent pain in my ass.
What? It's not my fault. The sound's not working.
I don't know, Jasmine. I can either put it on the portion of the screen or music or computer sound only. Hang on a second.
Did they update or something?
I got it. Nope, I got it. Don't worry. This is that quality content that always works in our favor because nothing can ever go the fuck right. This is why we need a producer.
I can hear it now.
Here we go. We're starting it over. The good old The Asylum. Cut this out. Future editor, producer. Beautiful. Hot chicks.
Must eat in the shark movie.
Okay. Some beautiful women are getting their pictures taken on a boat by some dude. And a shark swims up, and the fin looked actually really good for CGI.
Mm-hmm.
And the five-headed shark just flops up on board there and eats them all. That shark looks like it looks like a sex crime. I'll be honest.
I weird. Agree, but also it's not a bad CGI shark.
We'll be the judge of that.
Jesus. Is it possible for a shark to have more than one head?
We're gonna catch the shark.
What?
It
What?
It's worth millions.
Hey guys,
wait a minute. Is there a shark head on its tail?
I didn't see.
Instead of having a fin for a tail, does it have a shark head on its tail? No, we're just gonna keep watching.
It's coming!
The guy just...
It's gonna kill it.
Oh my god, it does. It has four heads. It has four heads on the front and one on the back.
Live here at we gotta go get this shark.
Yeah.
It's coming back. It's moving fast.
Five heads are better than one. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-headed shark attack. Yeah, look at the tail.
The tail's
jumped up and got that helicopter. Wow. Okay, so
The tail looks inappropriate.
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how that shark has managed to propel itself through the water, but who cares? I'm on board. I have high hopes for this one.
Me too. It
It
looks
looks
a little
good.
inappropriate.
Cinematography looks good. I don't know. And the CGI looks
Okay.
decent. Like, I'm excited.
It doesn't look well. I mean, obviously it's gonna be bad, but it doesn't look.
How dare you? How dare you? Don't you ever judge a shark by its cover of its tooth. Look, we're gonna watch Five-Headed Shark Attack on BREAKERstreams, twitch.tv/BREAKERstreams. That's gonna be on June the 26th, excuse me, June the 26th, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So join us on BREAKERstreams for that. And yeah, Jasmine, that's it for the episode.
I mean, so far I haven't really found a movie that I like this season.
We've only watched one. No, two.
We've watched two, and I don't like any of them yet. So I have high hopes again for this next one. I think my hopes just keep building up until I find a better movie. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
That's Jasmine. Check her out on twitch.tv/MeteorDoll. My name's Brett. Check me out on twitch.tv/Breakerstreams. Check out our sister show, Pokemon After Dark Ride. No holds barred, no nothing podcast. We're talking about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love. And hey, if you're an OG listener of Pod Dog podcasts and you're no longer subscribed to Let's Die, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast, I would suggest you go back and resubscribe. Don't get your hopes up, okay? But around early June or early July, early next month, there will be a surprise in that feed. So check that out. Yeah, Jasmine, do you have anything else that you want to say?
Don't forget to check out our
What?
Don't forget to check out our merch. We got stickers, we got shirts, we got mugs.
Oh yeah, thanks to everyone who bought the Killer Shark shirt. Jasmine, hold that sticker up again.
Boom, baby.
So, thanks to everyone who bought. No, now it's upside down. So thank you to everyone who bought one of those shirts. Thank you to everyone that bought the Ouija Shark shirts. And thanks to everyone that bought the Empire of the Sharks, the Roof is on shirt. So we're going to have another one early next month. There's going to be a Christmas themed shark one. Whenever Jasmine gives me the final approval on it, I guess. And then we have another design in the pipeline beyond that. But until then...
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, you can't say that I haven't been helping, because I have been helping.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Are we done? Are we doing that? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Smile you. Did you stop recording?
3, 2, 1, smile, you son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
Ah!